If you had one setup, one opportunity to trust your analysis while the market did everything possible to make you doubt it, would you hold or would you quit too early? Last week, I took 3 trades, and each one answered that question differently. The first trade was one of those setups that immediately catches your attention. The overall market was still bearish, but I noticed something forming that looked too clean to ignore. I waited for confirmation. The moment I got it, I entered. I wasn't expecting much. In fact, I was busy doing something else and barely paying attention. Then a couple of hours later, the trade was already done. Take profit, hit. Simple, fast. Exactly the kind of trade every trader wishes happened more often. But the second trade wasn't that easy. Right after closing the first trade, another setup appeared, and it looked even better. Everything went according to plan. Price entered my zone perfectly. The reaction was immediate. The market started moving exactly where I wanted it to go. At that point, I was feeling good. Maybe a little too good, because after the first winner, confidence naturally increases. And that's when things got interesting. Price kept moving higher, closer to my target. Then suddenly, it started pulling back, fast. Now here's where experience matters. I knew the higher time frames were still bearish, and I knew there was a real chance the market could reverse aggressively before reaching my target. So instead of hoping, I started protecting profits, trailed my stop, and eventually the market took me out. Not at full target, but with a very respectable profit. Was it perfect? No. Could I have made more? Absolutely. But trading isn't about selling the exact top. It's about consistently taking money out of the market. And that's a lesson many traders learned the hard way. Then came trade number 3, the trade that tested my patience. This trade should have been easy. At least that's what I thought. The setup looked strong. The confirmation candle was powerful. Everything suggested the market wanted to continue higher. So I entered, and then the waiting started. Price moved up, pulled back, moved up again, pulled back again, got close to my target, rejected, came back, got close again, rejected again. For almost 2 days, this trade did everything possible to annoy me. At one point, it came all the way back near my entry, but I kept coming back to one thing: the strength of the original setup. Nothing had changed. The reason I entered was still valid, so I stayed in. No panic, no emotional decisions, just patience. And eventually, after nearly 2 days of frustration, the market finally did what I expected from the beginning: take profit, hit. Looking back, all 3 trades were profitable, but each one taught a different lesson. The first reminded me that sometimes trading can be surprisingly easy. The second reminded me that protecting profits is a skill. And the third reminded me that patience often gets rewarded. Because in trading, making money isn't only about finding good entries. Sometimes it's about surviving the journey between entry and exit.